of the thumbs, palms of the hands together, and exhaling down to heart center. Taking 2 breaths. Releasing the arms now alongside the body, coming back into your mountain pose. Just grounding through all 4 corners of the feet. Beginning to find some stillness again in the body. We're going to do another round of our sun salutation, this time working with our high lunge. So as we inhale, bringing fingertips to the sky, bringing our gaze to the thumbs, exhaling down into our forward fold, knees bent, forehead to knees. Inhaling up into our half lift. Exhaling back down into our forward fold. This time we're going to set the right foot back, staying on the ball of the right foot. We're going to inhale, fingertips to the sky. We're coming into our high lunge, pushing out to that right heel. Nice deep bend in the left knee. Taking that breath all the way down to the lower belly. The next exhale, releasing the hands down, stepping back into your down dog, and just taking a breath here. We'll make our way through our vinyasa now. So as we inhale, drawing the shoulders forward, into your high plank or your half plank, choosing whether to come down into your chaturanga, and then up into your cobra. And then tucking the toes under, pushing back into your down dog. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Just coming back to your center. Just checking in with yourselves, noticing how you're feeling. So we're going to make our way into that side plank on the other side now. So as you inhale, coming forward into your high plank, drawing those shoulders over the wrists. You're going to come onto the edge of the left foot this time, stacking that right foot on top of the left, bringing right fingertips to the sky. And again, we have the option to bend that right knee, bringing the right sole of the foot onto the mat. So just choosing the version that works for you today. And whichever version you're in, you're drawing that left hip away from the ground. One inhale here. And as you exhale, releasing that right hand down and pushing back into your downward facing dog. Just taking a couple of breaths, just coming back to your center. And the next inhale, we'll lift that right heel to sky, coming into our 3-legged dog. We're going to bend that right knee and then float that right foot forward. So keeping on the ball of the left foot, inhaling fingertips to sky. Come into your high lunge on the opposite side now. Pushing out through that left heel. And that nice deep bend in the right knee. Lovely. Exhaling the hands down, stepping that left foot forward to meet the right. Coming back into your forward fold. You're going to inhale up into your half lift. Find that length again in the spine. And as you exhale, releasing all the way back down into your forward fold. Inhaling fingertips all the way to sky. Bring your gaze to the thumbs, palms of the hands together. And exhaling down to heart center. And a nice deep inhale through the nose. And sighing out through the mouth. With a nice deep inhale. Letting everything go on the exhale. And then just releasing the arms alongside the body. Just gently closing the eyes down. Coming to find some stillness again. And just beginning to steady the breath. So in yoga, we're always working with movement and stillness. Both are equally important for the body as well as the mind. Next inhale, we're going to bring the fingertips all the way to sky, bringing our gaze at the thumb. Exhaling down into your forward fold, bringing the forehead towards the knee. And then you're going to set that left foot to the back of the mat and windmill the arms up, coming up into your warrior two. So a nice wide stance. That back foot can be parallel to the edge of the mat, or it can be turned in at a 45-degree angle. So a nice generous bend in that right knee. You should just be able to see maybe the big toe and the second toe. And then drawing those arms in line with the shoulders and bringing your gaze along that middle finger of the right hand. Just beginning to build our strength and heat in our warrior pose. In that breath coming down to the belly. And then we're going to bring that right palm to face the sky. And as we inhale, we're going to bring right fingertips to sky, bringing that left hand onto the back leg. So making sure you keep that nice deep bend in the right knee. Coming into our reverse warrior. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that right elbow forward, just above the right knee, and then bring that left arm in line with the left ear. So coming into our extended side angle pose. Getting that nice side stretch in the left side of the body. So just making sure here you're not pressing too much weight into that forearm. See if you can be as light as you can with the forearm. Keeping that breath coming down to the belly. Lovely. And as you inhale, coming all the way back up into your warrior two. We're going to bring that right palm to sky, coming back into our reverse warrior. And as you exhale, we're going to straighten that right leg, bringing those arms in line with the shoulders. Keeping your gaze on that middle finger of the right hand. And as you exhale, you're going to reach out as far as you can, and then bring the back of the right hand onto the inside of the right shin, left fingertips to sky. So coming into your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Both legs are nice and straight. Any neck or shoulder issues, you can release that left hand down onto the left hip. A nice deep belly breath here. Lovely. We're going to inhale all the way back to center. And then you're going to turn that right foot in towards the left foot and bringing the hands down onto the hips. So nice wide stance for this, making sure the big toes are pointing in towards each other. So the heel a little wider than the toes. Pressing down into all four corners of the feet. And as you exhale, you're going to begin to hinge at the hips. Giving that nice length in the spine. And just drawing the crown of the head all the way down to the floor. And you can release the hands down onto the mat. The hands don't come all the way down. If you've got a cushion, you can place the hands onto a cushion or a book. And again, you want to make sure that neck's nice and relaxed, so just nodding or shaking the head. Keeping that gaze between the legs. And the next inhale, you're going to come all the way up onto the fingertips. So finding that length now in the spine, coming up into your half lift. Those sit bones are pressing out towards the back wall, crown of the head out towards the front. Lovely. And as you exhale, just releasing all the way back down. You're going to bring one hand at a time onto the hips. And as you press into the feet, just beginning to lift the gaze, nice, slow, controlled movements, pressing into the heels. Coming back to your center and just taking a moment to pause here. Taking that breath all the way down into the lower belly. Lovely. You're going to keep that right foot exactly where it is and just turn the left foot so the toes are now pointing towards the back of your mat. Nice deep bend in that left knee. And we're going to bring arms up at shoulder height. So we're coming into our warrior two now on the left side. So bring your gaze on that middle finger of the left hand. And just notice your left knee. If it tends to fall in towards the center of the mat, if you can draw that left knee out to the edge of the mat. In a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, just sink in a little bit deeper. You're going to bring that left palm to sky. And as you float the left fingertips to the ceiling, bringing that back hand onto the back leg, come into your reverse warrior. And as you exhale, you're going to lean forward, bringing that left elbow just above the left knee, and bringing that right arm in line with the right ear. That right palm is face down to the floor, and you're pressing down into the outside edge of that right foot. Our extended side angle pose. Nice side body stretch. Lovely. Then inhaling all the way back up into your warrior two. You're going to bring that left palm to sky as you come back into your reverse warrior. Bringing that right hand onto the back leg. And as you exhale, you're going to straighten that left leg. Just bringing the arms back in line with the shoulders, palms face down. Taking an inhale here. And as you exhale, reaching as far out as you can through those left fingertips. Bringing the back of the left hand onto the inside of the left shin. And bringing right fingertips to sky. Back into Trikonasana, our triangle pose. Again, any neck or shoulder issues, you can place that right hand onto the right hip. Breathe in a little deeper into the belly. Lovely. Next inhale, coming all the way back to center. Turning that left foot back in towards the right foot. And releasing the arms behind the back this time. So you're going to interlace the fingers. Making sure the big toes are pointed in towards each other and the heels are a little wider than the toes. So as you exhale, you're going to begin to hinge at the hips now, just allowing those hands to float up towards the ceiling, bringing your gaze back between the knees. And again, you can just nod or shake the head just to release any tension in the neck. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Pressing that weight into the heel. And the next inhale, coming all the way back to center. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Once you reach the top, just taking a moment to pause. Taking that breath all the way down to the lower belly. And bringing the hands back onto the hips. And just going to scissor the feet towards each other. Lovely. So coming back now to stand at the top of your mat, back into Tadasana, arms alongside the body. And make our way back down onto the mat. We're going to inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale down into your forward fold, knees bent. Inhale up into your half. Exhale back down into your forward fold. And step back into your downward facing dog. A nice deep inhale through the nose and sign out through the mouth. And the next inhale, you're going to lift that right heel to sky. And this time we're going to bend the right knee and see if we can open that right hip. So you're drawing that right knee back, almost as if you're trying to hit that left butt cheek with the right heel. Pressing evenly through both palms. Keeping that right knee bent as you come back to center. As you move forward, you're going to draw that right knee behind right wrist. We're coming into our pigeon pose, releasing that left leg down, the top of the left foot down. And without touching that right foot, just see if you can wiggle that right foot a little bit towards the top of the mat. So you're just opening that right hip. Pause in here for a moment, just noticing the sensations in the right hip. Walk those hands a little bit back towards the body, just finding that length again in the spine. That breath all the way down to the belly. And as you exhale, you're going to release the forearms down onto the ground, just bringing the forehead to rest on the forearms. We'll just stay here for a few breaths, just allowing the upper body to grow nice and heavy. Our pigeon pose is a yin type pose. We're staying it a little bit longer, just so we can get into those connective tissues and the right hip joint. The deep breath. Next inhale, just beginning to lift the forehead, coming back to rest on the palms of the hands. We're going to tuck the toes under and very gently release that right knee, coming back into your downward dog. Just pedaling out through the feet, just to release that right hip, bending one knee at a time. And then we'll come to do that on the opposite side now. So we're going to inhale that left heel to the sky. Bend that left knee and open that left hip. So we're drawing that left knee back. Seeing if we can hit that right butt cheek with the left heel. Just pressing evenly into both hands. Keeping that right knee bent, you're going to come back to your center and just float that left knee behind the left wrist. Releasing that right leg down, the top of the right foot down. And again, without touching the left foot, just see if you can wiggle that left foot forward a little bit, just to open that left hip. And just slowly beginning to walk the hands back towards the body, maybe coming up onto the fingertips. Finding that length in the spine. Taking that breath all the way down to the lower belly. And then we're going to release the forearms down onto the ground, just releasing the forehead onto the forearms. Allowing the whole of your upper body just to grow nice and heavy. Noticing if this side feels any different to the other. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And slowly, in your own time, just slowly making your way back up onto the palms of the hands. A moment to pause, noticing those sensations in the left hip. And then tucking the toes under on the back foot, you're going to gently release that left knee, bringing that left foot back, and coming back into your down dog. Again, just pedaling out through the feet, just helping to release the hips. And then you're going to release the knees down onto the mat. This time you can keep the knees together, and then bring the forehead down, come into your child's pose, and bringing the arms alongside the body. Just allowing those shoulders to soften, just to roll out to the sides. Allowing the whole of your upper body just to grow nice and heavy. And if you can soften the neck, and relax the jaws. Next inhale, just don't begin to lift the forehead, coming back to sit on the heels. Just gonna let yourself come back down onto the back body now. Just lying and stretching all the way out, legs nice and long. You're gonna bring the arms up overhead. I'm gonna come into our banana pose, a nice side body stretch just to finish. So you're gonna walk that left heel off the edge of the mat and bring that right ankle to rest over the left ankle. Then you're gonna take hold of that right wrist with the left hand and drawing it over to the left side. You've got this nice banana shape in the body. The right side of the body is lengthened and the left is contracted. Just making sure you're not holding the arms or the hands off the floor, just allowing the arms to relax. You need to place a cushion under the backs, the hands or the arms, feel free to do that. Just seeing if you can soften into the pose. Taking another couple of deep breaths here. And you're going to release that right ankle, bringing the right foot back into the center and drawing that left foot back into the center. Bringing the arms back up overhead, so you're bring back into your neutral spine. And we'll do that on the other side now. So just stepping that right heel off the mat, stacking that left ankle over the right, and just taking hold of that left wrist with the right hand and drawing it over to the right side of the mat. You have this banana shape now down the left side of the body. And we're just shortening the right side of the body. Make sure you're relaxing the arms and the hands. allowing the whole of your body just to soften. Just take another couple of deep breaths. You release that left ankle, bringing that left heel back to the center, that right foot back into the center, and then bringing the arms back to the center. You can just release the arms alongside the body now, just bringing the backs of the hands to rest on the ground, and just allowing the feet to fall out to the sides. Just coming into your final relaxation pose of Shavasana. Just releasing the soles of the feet, relaxing the lower legs, softening the knees, relaxing the thighs, allowing the hip bones to grow heavy, softening the belly, relaxing the ribcage, releasing the lower back, middle back, the upper back. Allowing the shoulders just to fall away to the side, softening the throat, releasing the jaw, softening the cheeks, relaxing the eyes, softening the forehead, crown of the head, back of the head, whole body heavy. Just gently beginning to bring your awareness back to the room. And aware of the outline of your body on the ground. Beginning to deepen your breath. And some gentle movements back into the fingertips and toes. You're bringing the arms up overhead into a full body stretch. And slowly beginning to bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the floor, and giving the knees a nice hug into the chest. And just coming to lie on one side for a restful breath here. Keeping the eyes closed, just slowly making your way back to a seated position. We're going to bring the palms of the hands together at heart center. And we'll take 3 deep inhales through the nose and sigh out through the nose. Nice deep inhale. A nice deep inhale. And one last deep inhale. And just taking a moment to be grateful for our bodies, for all they do for us. Thanking ourselves for showing up for our practice today. Namaste. Thanks everyone. Wishing you a very Zen-like Easter. You can eat lots of chocolate now. You earned it after that class. Enjoy your Easter Sunday, and I'll see you again at 11 a.m. next Sunday. And hopefully sometime in the future we'll have a real class with real people in the same room. Okay guys, enjoy your Easter.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
8-day challenge starts tomorrow, so get your Easter eggs in now, and then we'll be good for you tomorrow. Well done, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. See you later. Bye.